Welcome back, everybody. We are actually going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're actually going to be doing our first YouTube informative video, not just streaming or me playing or gaming or whatever. I actually wanted to start giving information. I'm a smokes player at heart, so I figured it would be a good idea to actually start making content like this. And if anybody has any questions, and I can try to answer them and make videos about them for any questions anyone has or scenarios or anything like that. So if y'all have any questions, be sure to comment and I will be sure to make videos about that. So first things first, let's learn how to smoke. Let's say we are on Ascent, okay? We're going to do the ones that are actually currently in the map pool, and we'll make more videos as they put more into the map pool. But so this is strictly competitive for now, or if you're playing on this map in general. So this is basically what you want to do. So let's say round starts, right? You know that there are going to be people right here. There's a couple different smokes. First off, let's say you should not be doing this because you are a smokes player. Smokes players should not be playing aggressive in most situations. Let your duelist do that. So let's say that you have a jet right here, right? And they want to actually peek out and try to get a kill. Most people will just peek that, get a kill, maybe die, maybe not. But there's a way you can help them get a kill and survive. This is what you would call a one-way. So on a one-way, as soon as wall drops, you immediately throw the smoke. Now, the person here, as soon as the wall drops, they can peek and get a kill. See that? You can see the enemy's feet, but if you're over here, you can't see who's there. Now, if you crouch and right here, you might be able to, but by this point, they can already see you. By the time you get to here, they can see you, and you're already dead. Let's say you're on defense. Let's say they start to push in. Pretty basic. I feel like most people should know this. Just smoke main. Unless you know if they're tree. But in this situation, let's say no one tree. So first things first, you want to make sure no matter what smokes player you are smoking, your smoke should be even with the doorway as much as possible. Because if you smoke like this, how most low ranks do it, people can get in this smoke and they can take a little peek here, get back in, take a little peek here, go back in, stuff like that. We don't want that. What you want is to be able to make it where if they're here, they can't go left. They can only go out. And at this point, your team only needs to look here to here. And if they're standing, say, up on Jin, all they have to do is hold right here. If they see someone right there, they just boom. And you get a comm. Oh, they're mid. What do? You smoke off tree. Now it depends. If you have a teammate who might be playing over here in cubby, for example, you know, you could smoke right here. Give them a little bit extra cover, but the enemy team may expect that. But let's say they don't. This gives whoever's here a good chance to try to spray them down, stuff like that. That's basically the whole purpose of that. All right, now let's say you're on B site. You hear enemy team is here. If they're here, same concept. Make it even with the doorway every single time. Makes it much harder for them to swing out. And then let's say you hear them pushing onto site. You can smoke like this. Boom. Now, they're right here. So now if they want to push out, you can just boom, boom. They can't see you. You got to think about that. You basically want to create situations where you will see the enemy before they can register seeing you. In a smoke like that, they're going to start walking out and you're going to see them before they see you. Because keep in mind, all you have to look at is right here. And if you're over here, all you have to do is aim right here. That's all you have to look at. But if you're the enemy team, you have to worry about peeking, and all of a sudden you're exposed to 1, 2, 3, 4 angles minimum. So they have to check multiple places. You don't. That's what makes this so easy. Also, if you're an omen, you can also TP up here. Let's say you know, smoke right here, and then you just hold it from there. Off angle. Off angle's roller scope. Alright, now let's say that you hear, oh, they're pushing mid. What do? It's easy. Like, all you have to do is think about this stuff. Look, easy. Now the enemy team can't see you. If they start walking in, kill them. Literally not that difficult. Now, and this also gives you space from here. Now, if they're going tree, let's say you're on this map and you hear, oh, they're going mid, so you smoke this off, and all of a sudden you hear, oh, they're going tree. You can't try to take a pick now. Now, if you have a teammate who might be able to work their way up to mid link, maybe. But let's say in this situation, that's not possible. You have a couple options. Number one, you can always try the risky move. Blind a long cat, TP up, try to spray him down. A little bit risky, but you know, aura. Now you could always try, let's say you're here, that's smoked off. You can always just try smoking some Rosa if they haven't pushed up yet, and then hold this. Then if they peek out, you can, oops. If you can just spray them down. Easy. And from here, you can also get up here, spray them down. Or you can also, some things some people like to do, smoke here, smoke high, and then as it's falling, boom. So now, I know what you're thinking. Well, Miles, what if we're on attack? What do we do then? Don't worry, I got you. Pay attention. Let's say you're on attack. Let's say enemy team smokes this off. What do you do? So you have a couple options here. Number one, if you have a jet or someone who wants to get up on top of here, or if I can not be stupid and get up there. There you go. All right, let's say you're smoked off, okay? But you've made your way up here, okay? You can always wait for your team and tell them, okay, go. And then they're blinded, and then your team peeks out, gets the kill. Of course, you could always take the safe route, wait out the smoke. Because if you peek this, I mean, chances are you're gonna die. So what you wanna do, wait out the smoke is an option. It's the safe move. Wait out the smoke. Peek it, you know, jiggle peek, get a kill if they're there. Then once you move up, where do you smoke? Here's the key thing you need to be paying attention to as a smokes player. If you are playing smokes, the biggest thing that you want to focus on is smoking for your team at the right time. Because let's say your jet's here, and all of a sudden they're itching to push it. It's like, all right, I'm going. And then all of a sudden they're like, okay, I'm dashing in. They're on the middle of sight and they're exposed to every single angle. They're gonna die. That's not helpful for your team. You have to be supporting your team. So if you're on Ascent, you have two main options that you can do. The first one works best if you're a Brim player because you have 3 smokes. But one option that some people do, smoke here, and then smoke here. So if you double smoke this, the enemy team can't peek you from heaven. They have to drop down. Great set of smokes. However, the only downside to this, people can still see you from tree, which is why this works best if you're works best if you're a Brim player, because if you're a Brim player, you can smoke everything. So Brim is a really good option on this map. I just personally like Omen. But let's say you don't have that option, you're not playing Brim. Another option, smoke here, and then just smoke tree. Same way you would smoke, make sure it's even with the door. Now, I don't know what flies by. I'm about to kill this thing. Anyway, back up. All right, now let's say you do these smokes. If you smoke here,
cover going out. Cover going out.
All right, so let's say you smoke this. All of a sudden, if they want to peek you, they have to swing out from heaven. Dead. Let's say that they want to peek you from tree. Oh, they can't. You have it smoked off because you're smart. So then your team can safely, ideally, you know, your Jet, your Reyna, they're flashing, jumping in, getting kills, blah, blah, blah. Immediately, if no one else does, probably it's going to end up being you or your Sentinel's job. While your team is getting on site clearing, don't just walk in like an idiot. Be aware of your surroundings, you know, still make sure, watch any angles as you're going in. This should be smoked off. Go over here, close door. Door is now closed. It's another barrier between you and the enemy team. And if they break it, you know they're there. And guess what? Your smoke's recharged. Just smoke it again. Not hard at all. Also, if you know that there's someone in hell, you can also do this right here. Because if you smoke this, enemy team's stuck in hell. You can kind of see their feet a little bit, especially if you're down here. You can kind of see their feet. But if they're in here, they can't see you at all. It's little things like that. Now, let's say you're B-side. Where do you smoke? Let's say you're on B site, your team's starting to push in. Before your jet is dashing in, I would say typically wait till they get about here. Once your team's getting to about here, make sure they check this corner. Once they get to about here, back up. Let's say you'll still be here, okay? What you want to do is smoke off market. And then CT, boom. Now, your team doesn't have to worry as much about this. If they try to peek out, you just have someone, dead. They try to peek out here, dead. Easy. Now you might still have to worry about here, and you'll probably still have to worry about logs. But the point is to narrow the amount of angles that you have to worry about. It's the whole point. So now you can, get on site. As your team's getting on site, if you want, you can TP here and shut market door. As your team's getting on site, that's one less thing you have to worry about. That was interesting. Sorry, I thought I saw something. Anyway, so now that's how you get on the site. Now let's say you're on site and you're like, oh, what do I do if I'm on site and they're trying to push me? It's easy. Where are they going to come at you from? Let's say you want to play really close sight.
Cover going out. Shadows traveling.
Easy. You just smoke off what they're trying to walk into. That's all you do. Now, if you're on site, they try to come in and you're in boathouse. Let's say they're over here. You have a teammate here. Let's say you have a teammate that's even up here, like an Omen, or a Jet, or a Raze, or someone like that, and they want to walk in. You're gonna see them before they see you. Use your eyes. It's not that hard. All right. Also, you can play cheeky little angles like this. That's always good. And that's how you do Ascent. It's honestly just small things like this that people don't really think about. Now, let's say, okay? And people are like, oh, well, we wanna, let's go mid to A. How do you go mid to A? I'm so glad you asked. All you do. Hug a doorway every time. Let's say you have a Jet on the other team who's loving to just peek out and kill y'all with the op. Take away his advantage. Destroy the only line of sight he has for you. Now, he can always try to updraft, but just, listen for the sound cue. If you hear the whoosh, just go dead. Then you don't have to worry about it. But smoke that off. And you can walk down, shift walk, whatever, get your kills, swing, stuff like that. Then, let's say you're pushing onto site. Most likely, there won't be anyone standing here. Most likely. I can't guarantee that, but most likely there will not be someone standing. You might have someone to worry about here. But let's say that your team's gonna clear this and you don't see anybody. You're going towards site. What do? Most people immediately think, oh, I need to close the door. If the rest of your team is still here, don't close the door. That would be stupid. But let's say you're going here and you want to block off site. You can still do the same smoke. Just don't smoke off tree because your team's coming in through there. You don't want to smoke off your own team. So then you just smoke that. Or if you still have, if your second smoke is recharged, do the double smoke that I was talking about. But this basically gives you more room on site. Also, let's say you're on heaven. Let's say you've got someone down here that's trying to hold you, whether you're on attack or defense, doesn't matter. Let's say you're here and someone's trying to hold you. Well, you do this smoke, and let's say you don't have a second smoke and you smoke off here. Let's say you're on defense, they take site, and you're trying to retake site. Gen smoke. Boom. Now you can peek here, blah, make clear all your angles. You don't have to worry about this now. Maybe, you know, check here, blah, blah, stuff like that. Now, the person, if they're standing right here, they can't see you. Now, if they're hugging this corner, they can. But, you know, you can always just be intelligent.
Cover going out.
And then let's say you want to just blind all here, TP here, see if there's anyone there, see if there's anyone there, and then just that easy. It's really not that difficult. If you just keep in mind that you always want your edge hugging a doorway like this, I mean, that alone makes great smokes. Now, you know, having the little one-ways can be a little bit difficult sometimes, but also don't be afraid to use your smokes as an, or not your smokes, your teleports as an Omen player. If you know that the enemy team is going A, let's say you've already taken a shot, and then all of a sudden you're back in here because you're playing aggressive because you're an idiot. And now you are repositioning. Where are they going to think to look for you? Probably here, 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 stuff like that. Most likely, until you do it the first time, they're not gonna be looking at an off angle, like a crazy off angle. For example, let's say you do one, okay? Barrier goes down, you get a kill. Now, they are going to start watching you. What do? Blind them, teleport, jump up here. You blind them so that they can't hear you teleporting. Then you teleport on this box, and then you smoke off main as soon as you teleport up here. Now you just hug this. As soon as they start to walk in, and let's say you have an Odin, even better. Wait till they go in. Boom. It's just that easy. Repositioning, having off angles alone will get you at least one kill. I mean, this is a crazy off angle. Let's say they start going sight, right? You're here. You just sit here. Now, if you hear them start to push in, or you hear a Reyna blind popping, throw your blind. Then it gives you that extra second or two to shoot the Reyna blind so Reyna doesn't peek you while you're blinded. So you just throw the blind, shoot the Reyna blind, and then hold it. And then if they're there, you can just kill them. And then if they start to push you, you got a little get out of jail free card. Boom. Stuff like that. It's really just small things like that that make a great player. And then obviously there's, you know, the pretty obvious smokes. Smoke here. You want to play a little aggro. So that's how you smoke on Ascent. I can make more shorter form videos for other maps. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what it means to be a smokes player. And if anyone has any questions, be sure to comment. I will totally do more videos. If anyone has any questions, I don't just play smokes. I can help give advice on other roles as well. And if y'all want to request specific maps, situations, stuff like that, I am always down to make little shorts or shorter form videos that I can use to help give y'all info and to help make y'all better players. So, you know, just make sure to ask. So, if y'all have any questions, comment down below. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all know. I will see y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful day.